Cubs walked off last night against the Cardinals in extra innings for their 10th win in a row. Can they go to 11 with Jake on the mound today here on ABC 7?
This is Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7.
Overcast skies in Chicago over Wrigley Field today, and a few hours ago was a huge downpour over Wrigley Field as the Cubs and the Cardinals get set to do battle in Game 2 of their 4-game series. And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to not a sun-splashed Wrigley Field today, because the Cubs and the Cardinals are going to play on a field that might be a little bit wet for them. And last night, Len and JD, it was a long evening for you guys.
Yes, it was, but it ended up being a good evening for the Cubs. Great lid, by the way,
I think
JD.
it's Fedora Day here at the ballpark.
That's right. Let's get into
that first. One size fits most, but not melons.
Let's get into the highlights from Game 1 last night as the Cubs were shooting for their first 10-game win streak since 2001. Trailing by a couple of runs, Chris Coghlan tried to call time in the bottom of the 6th. Instead, he drives in 2 to tie the ball game. Pretty incredible at bat. And then David Ross, JD, with 2 outs, the sneak attack on the bunt.
Yeah, a lot of bizarre things in the ball game last night. Great play by David Ross. He also doubled, picked a man off, made a great tag of Matt Carpenter trying to score. So a big night for David Ross. The Cardinals had some fight left in them, though. Randall Grichuk off the bench for the pinch hit home run, the 13th time the Cardinals have done that this year. They're one shy of the Major League record.
With John Lackey warming up potentially for the 12th inning, Zach Duke on a borderline pitch could not get the call. It's a walk-off walk. Anthony Rizzo driving in Wilson Contreras. Cubs win 4-3 the final. They now have a 13-game lead in the division, and that'll set up a really good Honda starting pitching matchup today.
Yeah, boy, this is a dandy. Top of the rotation right-handers. Adam Wainwright, look at the numbers for him here at Wrigley Field. 10-1 with a .338. His last 4 in this ballpark, he has an ERA a touch above 1. Jake Arrieta against the Cardinals has been rock solid as well. 11 regular season starts, 5-2 with a .207.
Speaking of a touch, maybe a touch of coriander in your Blue Moon today for the perfect pitch.
Please, let's do. Last time out against the Oakland A's, 8 shutout innings for Arrieta. Very fastball-centric. Didn't really need the breaking pitch that much. So 80% heaters, but a dandy of a changeup there. And then paints the outside corner with the heater. And how about the powder blue uniform matching the Blue Moon logo? That's artistic. It's prettier than my goofy hat.
Yes, Blue Moon is artfully brewed with a Valencia orange peel and a touch of coriander. Something's brewing. And, JR, we may need to get this one going here pretty quickly because the rain late in the afternoon will show up.
Yeah, we've got a window of opportunity, and, of course, we're going to hear from Cheryl Scott on that in just a few moments. But when we come back, we're going to talk about Alex Rodriguez as he gets ready for retirement from the New York Yankees. That and more coming up on Cubs Baseball here on ABC 7.
There's never been a better time to eliminate or reduce your need for glasses or contacts. Eye Surgeons Associates is offering $1,300 off LASIK with 18-month special financing on purchases of $1,000 or more with a CARE credit card subject to credit approval until August 31st. Eye Surgeons offers the most advanced laser vision correction options for astigmatism, near and farsightedness. Schedule your free consultation today. Call 563-323-9999. Eye Surgeons Associates, providing your best vision for life.
This season, football starts here. The Quad Cities CW is your station for all the Vikings preseason action.
He's right on 3. 1, 2, 3. Here goes.
It's Harrison Smith. 15-10. Touchdown! Sends it out. 2. Austin in motion. Hand off Gurley to the right side. Runs right into Linville, and he sends it out.
Join us as the Minnesota Vikings take on the Los Angeles Rams tonight, right here on the Quad Cities CW.
I think what drew us to Sybaris the first time was wanting to put a little more effort in our relationship. For any couple, really, it's what you need at certain times of your life.
My best memory of Sybaris was walking in the door for the first time. My mouth dropped. It was relaxing and soothing, and it was just how it was supposed to be.
Discover special offers at Sybaris.com. For Lindsay Cutesy, one academic major at Western Illinois University wasn't enough.
My majors in Spanish, anthropology, and religious studies have given me incredible opportunities to study in Spain and in India.
Lindsay feels incredibly lucky to be a Leatherneck.
My goal is to work for a nonprofit that focuses on serving others. I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
G&G Retailers is about service. We take the time to make sure you get the proper firearm or accessory for your needs and offer a full line of gunsmithing services. G&G is about safety, offering NRA-certified Iowa permit-to-carry classes to make sure you know how to safely handle and maintain your firearms. But most of all, G&G Retailers is about family tradition. We've been in business for over 30 years and now 3 generations. G&G Retailers, 1 block south of Division and Locust in Davenport, Iowa.
iWireless gives you truly unlimited 4G LTE data on the fastest network in Iowa and nationwide with T-Mobile. All with no data caps, no throttling, and no asterisk. Do you like free things? Then bring your number to iWireless and get a 4G LTE smartphone with 30 days of unlimited 4G LTE data, talk, and text for free. Free phone, free month. Beat that. Get the best value in truly unlimited 4G LTE data at iWireless.
Come hang out, grab some food, and catch a game on one of our 15 flat-screen TVs in a family-friendly environment. Gunty's Rock Island has a wide selection of craft beers and food options, including the best pizza in town, giant tenderloin, a great hamburger, half-pound prime rib sandwich, and a lunch buffet Monday through Friday from 11 to 1:30. You're sure to find something to satisfy your appetite. We're open 7 days a week, including delivery, so find out what you've been missing. Stop by Gunty's Rock Island or Davenport today and look for our daily specials on Facebook.
Welcome to Gunty's.
Football is back.
It's time for Packers preseason.
The Packers take on first-round draft pick Corey Coleman and the Cleveland Browns at Lambeau. Friday on Local 4.
It's all right here.
Packers, Browns. Friday, coverage begins at 6:30 on Local 4.
And the fans making their way into Wrigley Field. It's Fedora Day, and that man had 2 caps going on. We got to get that young fella a fedora. Maybe he's a little too young to wear one right now. Well, one of the greatest players in all of baseball, Alex Rodriguez, is retiring today when the Yankees take on the Tampa Bay Rays at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Here's a man who, over a 22-year career, hit 696 home runs, was just absolutely fantastic, but his career is going to be tainted somewhat by the use of performance-enhancing drugs. In 2014, he finally admitted that he had used drugs to the DEA, and today, in an interview with the Yes Network, he was contrite as he enters retirement.
I think the biggest key for me is understanding that I screwed up, and I screwed up in a big way. And then my behavior was awful, and you have to own that. And I think that was step 1. Step 2 was surrounding myself with the right people and making better decisions.
Would you have been the same player if those things didn't happen?
I think so, Michael, and that's really the most disappointing part about some of my unbelievably stupid decisions. If you think about the arc of my career, arguably you can say that my best 2 years were at 19 and at 40. And very rarely do you have that in a player. And I love the game, I study the game, and it makes my mistakes sometimes where I lose a lot of sleep. But the bottom line is I made a mistake. I try to do my best to learn from that.
Alex Rodriguez's career numbers certainly qualify him for the Hall of Fame, just 4 home runs shy of the 700 mark, ranked 4th in all of Major League Baseball. He's got a whole lot of RBIs and runs scored, and of course 3,114 hits. So Alex Rodriguez will go down in history as one of the greatest players of all times. But in 5 years from now, maybe the voters for the Hall of Fame will think that because of the PEDs, he deserves to wait a little bit longer. Certainly, had he not done those drugs, he would have been a first ballot Hall of Fame. We'll be back with more Cubs baseball, and that man there, Jake Arrieta, gets the start in just a few moments.
The best part
part of summer is taking my family to Modern Woodman Park. My mom coaches baseball, and when she gets tired, I'll let her ride cool rides, like the spinning bumper cars and the new swinging pirate ship. I love the Ferris wheel, and my brother Kate loves the drop and twist, and the new game room.
But Dylan, what about Daddy?
You can come too, Daddy, but there's no ties in baseball.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
Choosing a new floor can be nerve-wracking and costly. Take the stress out of floor shopping at Mike's Floor Pro. Locally owned and operated, our knowledgeable staff can help you design your new floor or custom-built shower. We carry all major brands with a large selection in stock. From hardwood, carpet, and vinyl to tile and LVT, we have more of what you're looking for. Whether it's special order or in stock, our prices are affordable all year round. Get quality products and great design advice without the stress. Stop by Mike's Floor Pro today in beautiful downtown Eldridge.
At Entertainment Expressions, we're hardcore audio experts. We sell nothing but the best.
Audio you can't live without. Clips, Martin Logan, Onkyo, Marantz, and now Paradigm. You have to come in and hear them for yourself.
And there's more. Anthem amplifiers and whole house audio systems, including outdoor speakers for your deck or patio.
Residential, commercial, and home theater. All from the most experienced electronic staff in the Quad Cities.
Great service is our obsession.
At Entertainment Expressions, we are your home theater.
And audio experts.
Hi, this is Travis Sherman, General Manager of Jeff's Car Corner, reminding you to look for our logo. Jeff's Car Corner is your 6-time QC Times Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Used Car Dealership. We don't have 1,600 cars. We don't have half-off cars. What we do have is the right car for you at the right price. Low overhead, great prices, and award-winning service makes Jeff's Car Corner the perfect choice for your next vehicle. Same owner, same corner for nearly 40 years. Jeff's Car Corner at the corner of 4th and Division in Davenport.
Kaplan University prepares graduates for their careers, and the employers who hire them agree.
I feel that when the students come from Kaplan, that they are prepared for the work field. We've just been very fortunate to be able to work with Kaplan.
They model their classes after current law enforcement practices. The graduates are leaving the classes and being able to put their knowledge right to use in the field itself.
Get your degree from Kaplan University, and we'll connect you with employers like these. Visit kaplandavenport.com.
Don't miss out on Mediacom's Extreme Summer Sale, where you'll save big on our hottest products, including digital TV with TiVo DVR, unlimited nationwide calling, and internet with incredible download speeds up to 50 meg. For a limited time, get all 3 services for as low as $29.99 each a month for 1 year. Plus, take an extra $10 off each month for 3 years when you mention code SAVE10. Don't miss out on your chance to save on the best of Extreme, powered by Mediacom. Call 800-SIMPLIFY.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. By Keller Graduate School of Management, learn loud. By State Farm, talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM. By Honda, start something special with a great deal on a Honda, now at your Honda dealer. And by Southwest, transparency, low fares, nothing to hide.
And welcome back to Wrigley Field. Here is your Bob Lucurcio Auto Group National League Central Division standings. The Cubs obviously ahead of the Cardinals now, 13 games. The Pirates 14.5 out. The Brewers and the Reds, well, they're going to be just an afterthought in a couple of weeks from now. And out of the State Farm neighborhood fan of the game, and you see these two coming down the avenue there, and of course we've got Fedora Day here at Wrigley Field, and so in the spirit of all of that, I will put my fedora on. I think it sort of matches my shirt as well. And now it's time for the Keller Graduate School of Management Leaders of the Game interview. Here's Joe Madden on his starting rotation.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's always that friendly competition going on. Just like the bad moment could be contagious, so can the good moment. And right now they've all been fantastic. Like last night, Johnny was National League last night. Otherwise, he could have probably pitched at least one more inning last night. But not for the most part, they've been on quite a roll, and it's been really fun to watch.
Well, the rain has gone away, and these young fans are enjoying their nachos and their pretzels as we get ready for baseball here on ABC 7. Len and JD will have the lineups in the first pitch coming up in just a few minutes. I'm Jim Rose, ABC 7 Eyewitness News, and we'll see you after the game. Enjoy, everybody.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. By your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Visit buyhyundai.com. By Lakeside Bank, celebrating 50 years of financial strength. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. By new BP gasoline with Invigorate, our best fuel ever. And by the Bob LaCourcio Auto Group. You're going to like buying a car this way.
Now, only at Checkers. 9 for 99 cents. An all-American cheeseburger, just 99 cents. A chili dog, just 99 cents. 9 mouth-watering items, and only at Checkers. Feast on.
Wow, today's the big day. I can't believe that it's finally here. From the first day we met, I knew I wanted to marry Lisa. She's amazing in every way. I had to find the ring that matched her beauty, and I knew I would only find it at Necker's. The diamond and setting they helped me pick out is perfect. Now, all I have to do is pop the question. She said yes. She loves the ring, and it's all because I went to Necker's. Necker's Jewelers in Davenport and DeWitt. Give to the one you love.
Get ready for Hy-Vee's amazing 3-day sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Hy-Vee cereal, only 99 cents. Cheetos or Fritos, just $1.77. Hy-Vee orange juice, only 99 cents. Buy 2 Hy-Vee ice cream novelties, get 1 free. Hormel Always Tender whole boneless pork loin, just $1.77 a pound. And Kraft Macaroni and Cheese 5-pack, just $3.88. Only at Hy-Vee.
Kaplan University prepares graduates for their careers, and the employers who hire them agree.
I feel that when the students come from Kaplan, that they are prepared for the work field. We've just been very fortunate to be able to work with Kaplan.
They model their classes after current law enforcement practices. The graduates are leaving the classes and being able to put their knowledge right to use in the field itself.
Get your degree from Kaplan University, and we'll connect you with employers like these. Visit kaplandavenport.com.
Hey guys, looking for something to do or a new place to hang out? Well, it's all happening in LeClaire. Take a tour of the area's local distillery. Grab a cold beer and some grub while you watch a game. Even sample some great microbrews at the local brewery. As you wrap up your night in LeClaire, you and your friends will be rallying to come back soon. There's lots to do, and it's all there in LeClaire, where I-80 meets the Mississippi River.
I see a city full of people who need help, who need a hero.
You will do extraordinary things.
This sounds like a job for Supergirl. My sister just broke the sound barrier.
The world needs a new kind of hero.
We just got one. Go.
Supergirl, season premiere Monday, October 10th on the CW.
Now, only at Checkers. 9 for 99 cents. A spicy chicken sandwich, just 99 cents. A fish sandwich, just 99 cents. 9 mouth-watering items, and only at Checkers. Feast on.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC 7 is being brought to you by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. By Ford, inviting you to visit your local Ford store or buyfordnow.com. By Instant Care, the medical care you need, the settlement you deserve. By Presence Health, compassion is our mission. And by Volkswagen. Disney's new movie, Pete's Dragon, the adventure of an orphaned boy named Pete and his best friend Elliot, who just happens to be a dragon. Disney's Pete's Dragon, now playing in 3D everywhere.
With or without Helen Reddy?
was going to say, that's the story of our relationship. Today's HD broadcast is brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. JD, your Mercedes-Benz keys to the game.
Yeah, wonderful at Wrigley. That applies to Arrieta and his opposite number here today, Adam Wainwright. Wainwright 10-1 in this ballpark. Arrieta with a sub-2 ERA here at Wrigley. Ground control. Both ground ball pitchers have the second and fourth best home run rates in the league. And that would be number 2 for Arrieta, number 4 for Wainwright. And line change. How about that outfield Cubs are featuring today? It's one we've not seen before. Contreras, Caesar, and Soler.
Quick look at the ESPN 1000 Cardinals starting lineup. They're a half game out of the playoffs at the moment behind the Miami Marlins. Carpenter, Piscotty, Moss, Molina, Jerko, Garcia, Grichuk, Wong, and Wainwright. Matt Holliday has a broken right thumb. He'll be put on the DL tomorrow. They're going to play a man short today as Carpenter swings at the first pitch for the second consecutive game and fouls it off.
Something he almost never does. Cubs defensively is brought to you by Chevrolet. We mentioned that different look in the outfield. There it is. Contreras left, Caesar center, Soler right. Infield, Bryant, Russell, Baez, Rizzo. Nothing new there, really. Zobrist gets the day off. Montero behind the plate. And Arrieta doing his thing out there, 60 feet, 6 inches away.
Former college teammates matching up. Carpenter in the regular season 0 for 18 against Arrieta. 1 for 3 last year in the division series.
Jake looking for his 14th win, 2.59 the ERA. League batting just 189 against him. So tough on both right and left-handed hitters. He's allowed just 8 home runs this year.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And he absolutely owns his old teammate.
Weather at first pitch is brought to you by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. For all the right reasons, call 866 Four Seasons. 76, feels warmer than that because of the humidity. And it's probably going to rain at some point again, but hopefully in about 3 or 4 hours. Strike called on Stephen Piscotty playing right.
Wind has picked up a little bit, blowing out hard here last night. Much of the early morning hours, early afternoon here, the flags were pretty quiet. But they picked up a little bit. Scotty's got some pop. He's hit 15 home runs, driven in 61.
Let's get the umpires. Chris Conroy back of the plate. Jerry Meals is the crew chief at first. Dan Bellino, Chicago native, is at second. Ron Culpa is over at third. Boy, high breaking ball on an 0-2, and he got away with it. That was not where he wanted it, but it worked.
It stayed out of the happy zone. Sometimes if you hang it bad enough, it can be effective. Usually it's just a take. A lot of times that backup slider will get a swing and miss. This is supposed to be a curveball. Numbers high there to Piscotty.
Brandon Moss homered last night. Do not know the severity of the Holiday injury in terms of how long he's going to be out, but he does have a broken thumb after getting hit by the Mike Montgomery pitch in extras. Luke Weaver is scheduled to make his major league debut on the mound tomorrow, so looks like that will be the roster move. They'll put Holiday on the DL and add Weaver to the 25-man. Over shift to the right on the infield. They've got the third baseman Bryant between first and second. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Made the adjustment after that sloppy curveball. Snaps off a dandy there. As I mentioned in our open area, had a really focused on the heater last time against Oakland. Had 80% fastballs in that start. So very few sliders.
Jake's 1-2 is outside. 96 on the fastball.
As an A's lineup that wasn't featuring a lot of punch. Here you see the normal breakdown for Jake. Fastball, slider, and curve, and he'll mix in the occasional changeup as well. A little sinker, elevate the four-seamer.
Called strike 3, and the inning is over as the Cardinals go 1-2-3. The Cubs are coming up against Adam Wainwright.
I love coming to River Bandits games. I love eating popcorn and watching baseball. And all those crazy, funny acts. But mostly, I like to play in the bounce house and ride cool rides like the Ferris wheel and the dropping twist. And if I do my chores, my dad even lets me stay up late and watch the fireworks.
Dylan, you missed the spot there.
Well, at least I don't have to clean the bathroom.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park,
Where the fun never stops.
Was walking in the door for the first time. My mouth dropped. I seriously was so excited. I ran right into the pool. It was relaxing and soothing and how it was supposed to be.
If you wanted to get the same kind of atmosphere, you'd literally have to get on an airplane, fly halfway across the country, and spend thousands of dollars in Vegas to get the same thing that you can get in the Midwest with only a short drive.
Discover special offers at Sybaris.com.
This season brings you all the action of Vikings preseason football. Join us as the Minnesota Vikings take on the Cincinnati Bengals tonight at 6:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Cubs Southwest Airlines starting lineup, as JD mentioned, some changes today. Matt Caesar leading off in center. Bryant Rizzo 2 and 3 as we normally would see. Jorge Soler played a lot of right last year, and he's out there again today. Russell at short, Contreras over in left, Miguel Montero, Javier Baez, and Jake Arrieta.
Cardinals defensively brought to you by Comcast Business. Moss, Grichuk, Piscotty left, center, right. Jerko plays all over the infield. Garcia Wong up the middle. Carpenter makes his 5th start at first base. And the Ironman Yadier Molina behind the plate. Adam Wainwright 9 and 6 with a .434 earned run average.
One from Wainwright is outside. 1-1 the count. He is very accustomed to pitching in this ballpark. We showed you the numbers on our pregame show. He's had a lot of success here over the years.
Yeah, suffice it to say he makes himself comfortable when he comes to Wrigley. 10-1, 338 lifetime at this ballpark.
He's faced a lot of different versions of the Cubs over the course of his career. This is his 17th career start, 22nd appearance at Wrigley. Fair ball past Carpenter. Caesar racing towards second, and he's in with a leadoff two-bagger.
Fastball outer third. And Caesar just stays on it, punches it the other way. Finds a seam down the first base line.
Here comes Bryant. 86 runs scored, leading the National League for Chris. Two for 6 and a run last night. One of those hits an infield hustle single in our Hooters hot play of the game, brought to you by the Chicagoland Hooters, the original wing joint.
Does it all.
Plays the entire game.
That play was challenged. And the call held up. Wainwright basically made a season's worth of starts against the Cubs in his career. 30 starts, 13-7, 397. So he's been better here than he has been back in St. Louis against the Cubs.
There's more wins against the Cubs than any active pitcher, and this will give the Cubs the lead. Back-to-back doubles to start it. Bryant knocks in Caesar, and it's 1-0. That first run for the Cubs, Chicagoland's own E-Click Lending will donate $100 to the Pat Tillman Foundation, supporting military veterans and their families.
Great swing of the bat by Bryant. A little first inning ambush here against Wainwright. Jumping him before he can settle in.
Strike called on Rizzo.
Wainwright not overpowering. Fastball velocity right around 90 miles per hour. Sinks it, cuts it. Good curveball. Uses his changeup sparingly.
Really bright sky at the moment as the sun has kind of peeked through the cloud cover.
It's a good mix of pitches and great command. Has led Adam Wainwright to a very successful big league career. A lot of those fastballs will be sinkers. We talked to hitters and said, what is his out pitch? They would probably say the curveball.
Yeah, that's one of the best curveballs in the game. No question. Two and one on Rizzo. So Anthony with the bases loaded walk to end the game last night. His 16th game winning RBI. That leads the majors. His early starts haven't bothered him a bit. He's hitting .314 with an OPS of 1,050 in day games. We saw Wainwright in the playoffs last year, but that was in relief. Coming back from the torn Achilles as he walks Rizzo. So the first three batters he's faced have all reached. And now it's Jorge Soler in the cleanup spot playing right.
Now, once he got into that hitter's count, and highly unlikely he was going to challenge Rizzo.
Bounce to third. Jerko to second for one. Wong covering. And they cannot turn two. So it's first and third, one out.
Smart play by Anthony there. Hard slide. You can still go after a middle infielder. You just can't go out of your way. And so good, hard, aggressive slide. He got down before the base, and then he made sure to hang on to the base. Dan Bellino, second base umpire, right on top of the play. Clean play.
There's Addison Russell. 1 for 4, a double and a walk last night. So a lot of coffee cups in the Cubs clubhouse this morning. Many of the players showed up later than normal. Next week will be American Legion week. Joe will basically ban the players and a lot of his staff from coming to the park too early. That one thumped out into left center, and it'll one-hop the wall. Bryant scores. Soler to third. It's a double for Russell, and it's 2-0.
That's a triple-double here in the bottom half of the first. Caesar's not really all that well struck, but the other two, Bryant and Russell, very good contact off Wainwright. Ball's down. He got that low ball in the air with authority. Talk about all the success that Wainwright and Arrieta have had in this ballpark. Addison Russell putting up huge numbers here in his home park. Some issues getting going.
Pitch to Contreras. Curve at 73 is in for a strike. I was told by a good source Contreras showed up early today. He was cranking up the tunes and he was ready to rock about 9:30. Good to have those kids, the energy guys, in the lineup today, right? By design for Joe.
And a hot late night last night, so Hayward takes a seat. Fowler, Zobrist get the day off. These young guys, they're immune to it.
Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Well, this thing kind of hovers over what happened last night. The Cardinals have lost 2 of their everyday players here recently with broken right thumbs on hit by pitches. Aledmys Diaz, Matt Holliday. You've got a veteran starter on the mound. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Do you expect some retaliation? Even though it wasn't on purpose.
I don't know that I would expect it. I would not be surprised. It's kind of been the MO for the Cardinals. You get one of our guys, we're going to get one of yours, regardless of intent. That's the challenge. Holiday. That's the challenge for the Cardinals. First priority is winning the game. They're in a battle for a wild card spot. If the game situation allows it, would I be surprised if Wainwright took a shot at somebody? No.
Side on Montero. Backdoor curve missed. 2-0. Montero trying to make the most of his playing time these days. Lately, most of his starts have come with Arrieta on the mound. Contreras has done really good work back there. Seems to be slowly increasing his time. Ross catches Lester. One thing you try not to do, and you've referenced this before with Montero, you can't go 9 for 9 today.
No, it's been a tough go for him. Numbers now where he wants them, obviously, hitting a .190. Just got to play hard, try to win today's game. That's what Jason Hayward was quoted the other day in the paper talking about that. He said, look, I know my numbers aren't going to be there at the end of the year, what I hope to do, what I expect to do. I've got a chance to be part of something special here, so every night you just go out there and you try to help your club win.
It's tough for a veteran like Montero. Looks up at that big video board and sees 190 next to his batting average. But, when you're on a first place club that hopes to go very deep into the playoffs, it's all about the team. To pitch. Molina could not hang on. Another chance for Montero.
You know what it is, Len?
What is
it's like
it?
the law of the jungle. The strength of the wolf is the pack, and the strength of the pack is the wolf.
I like it. Are you quoting somebody, or did you come up with that yourself?
Jungle Book.
Oh, okay. Probably could have guessed. Another foul. Did you stay up extra late last night to find that?
No. No, it's a motto that try to live by.
Pitch number 27 of the inning. And Montero held up, ball 4.
Wainwright wants to know where the pitch was. Cardinals very frustrated at the end of the ball game last night. The walk-off walk to Rizzo thrown by Zach Duke appeared to be in the strike zone. They didn't get the call. That's one's high. And not only have they put 2 on the board, but they're making Wainwright work awfully hard here early on a very sticky day. Wainwright knows full well he could lose this game in the first inning up against Arrieta.
Baez just 3 out of 31 his last 10 games. Oohing and eyeing this Wrigley Field crowd here lately with his defense. Came in late last night. The first 2 balls were hit right at him.
He had them chanting his name.
Yeah, he's becoming a Wrigley Field favorite, and I loved his reaction when he heard Javi, Javi. He loved it. He can play everywhere.
Yeah, and there's a lot of utility guys that can play everywhere, but he excels everywhere.
On the ground to third. That'll take Jerko to the bag to end the inning. Cubs get 2. And they made Wainwright throw a ton of pitches. 2-0 Cubs after 1.
Max Ford is continuing a family tradition as a Leatherneck.
Giving back to my hometown and representing the school I love is so rewarding.
His hard work in the classroom and on the track have taught him perseverance and determination.
My training and my academic majors are preparing me for a solid career. I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Think purple, think success. Think Western Illinois University.
Choosing a new floor can be nerve-wracking and costly. Take the stress out of floor shopping at Mike's Floor Pro. Locally owned and operated, our knowledgeable staff can help you design your new floor or custom-built shower. We carry all major brands with a large selection in stock. From hardwood, carpet, and vinyl to tile and LVT, we have more of what you're looking for. Whether it's special order or in stock, our prices are affordable all year round. Get quality products and great design advice without the stress. Stop by Mike's Floor Pro today in beautiful downtown Eldridge.
The hardest working athletes are at the summer games, but the hardest working trucks are right here at Courtesy Ford. Get gold medal savings today. We're the guys who know what truck guys want, and we'll do the deals other guys won't. Find the newest Ford trucks and commercial vehicles, as well as hundreds of pre-owned. Right now, save $11,000 off this F-150 at Courtesy Ford. The gold medal savings are happening now at Courtesy Ford, 5 minutes west of the Centennial Bridge on West River Drive in Davenport.
When you're looking for a used car, check out Weber Auto Group. We offer all makes and models with over 100 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. All vehicles are inspected and offer the Weber warranty. Plus, we have financing you can afford. We don't just sell you a car. We're here to help you maintain it with our knowledgeable service department. From oil changes, brakes, tires, and more, we can help you keep your car running like new. If you're looking for a used car, we got your baby. Check us out online or stop by Weber Auto Group in Silvis today.
Hey, let's take a look at how Jake Arrieta has been painting the corners. There's a high corner. That's a swing and miss from Carpenter. And come on back fastball to get Moss. Brought to you by Benjamin Moore. Paint like no other.
One strike on Yadier Molina. 3 hits last night. Tapped at the plate, foul.
Losing Holiday, and Holiday not having a particularly good year, but still a very dangerous bat out of the middle of their order with 19 home runs. Molina 3 out of 19 in his career against Arrieta.
Caught by Soler for the out. Timeout for the Dunkin' Donuts Fun Cam. There he is, Saul Goodman, Jimmy McGill, one of the monsters of Megaphone back in the day. Bob Odenkirk, Chicago native and huge Cub fan, throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. He sang the stretch earlier this summer. Great to see Bob and his entire family. They stopped by the booth. His wife Naomi, son Nathan, daughter Erin, enjoying the ball game today. Jerko pops it up over near the Cardinal dugout and out of play. It's turned into a pretty nice day. Forecast did not look good. So everybody went to bed last night thinking it could be a long day at the ballpark. Still could be, but we got started on time.
Yeah, it was bringing it a little after 11 this morning. Dugouts were filling with water.
2-2 on Jerko. A hit and 2 walks in game 1 for the former Padre. On the ground to third. Off balance throw, Bryant, and it goes out of play. Jerko will take second.
A bit of an unforced error there on Chris. I think he had time to set his feet a little bit before making that throw. Opted for the off balance on the run play. You see how much time he had, as Jerko wasn't really all that close to the base when he turned that thing loose.
Two-base error by Bryant, and it's the shortstop Greg Garcia.
The Cubs have been playing very clean defensively.
Quiet 0 for 5 last night. Only matinee, everything else under the lights later, although we're under the lights right now. So everything else an evening start.
Today's Friday, isn't it?
Yes.
I start feeling Saturday-ish. These Friday day games.
Yeah, that's Chicago and Miami. That's the White Sox and the Marlins tonight. One of 3 interleague matchups. Chrysler out of town scoreboard. And again, everything else starting later. Steven Strasburg will go for his 16th win for the Nationals. Enjoy your summer in style with great deals at the Chrysler Summer Clearance Event. Pretty convenient week for the Orioles. They just played 3 in Oakland, lost 3 out of 4, by the way, but they can stay in their same hotel. They play the Giants starting tonight. The Major League schedule for the Orioles this week makes sense.
And you say that in a way that leads us to believe that a lot of times it doesn't make sense.
We'll let you infer however you wish. It's tough now with interleague play. 2 and 4 game series to try to get a schedule that makes everybody happy.
No, it's impossible because by our nature we like to complain. So we're going to find, no matter how good it is, we're going to find that weakness. You gotta be kidding me. You got to go from Milwaukee to San Diego.
(3-2) ball 4.
Yeah, that's Garcia. Very patient guy. He's walked just about as much as he has struck out.
It was during your time in the big leagues. I think the schedule was about as perfectly set up and as symmetrically set up as possible.
Yeah, that was. Home and home 3 times within your division, twice outside of the division when it was NL East and West, and American League East and West.
And when you went to LA, you went to San Diego and San Francisco.
Usually out, yeah.
Always on the same trip.
Go out there, go 2 and come limping home.
Grichuk came back from the minor leagues yesterday and tied the game with a pinch hit homer in the 7th. The 8th Cardinal to have a pinch hit home run this season. They've got a club record 13. And they're 1 away from tying the major league single season team record.
8 different players have hit a pinch hit home run for the Cardinals this year. Yeah, and the pinch batting average of 350 something, I believe.
Two on, 1 out. No hits in the inning. An error and a walk. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Cub fans, let's go. Tickets are still available for next week's 4-game series with the Brewers, which includes a day-night doubleheader on Tuesday. Don't miss any action at Wrigley Field. Visit Cubs.com to get your tickets today. Cubs drawing big crowds each and every night, up over 40,000. Just about every night.
53rd start at second for Colton Wong, his 62nd start overall. Spent a brief period back in the minor leagues earlier this year.
First round pick of the Cardinals back in 2011. Number 22 overall was Wong. Have a lot of team speed. He's one guy that can move around the bases pretty well, steal some bags for you. Got some pop.
Arrieta looking for his 70th career win and his 50th as a Cub. If he wins today, he'll be 50-18 in 90 career starts with the Chicago Cubs. other thing about Jake has been his ability to keep the ball in the ballpark. He's already made 3 full seasons worth of starts as a Cub. 89 starts going into today. He's allowed 30 home runs.
Yeah, just 8 this season.
Last year, 229 regular season innings. He gave up 10. That's it. On the ground, it's Baez, and that's the inning. Error and a walk. Still no hits for the Cardinals. It's early. After an inning and a half, 2-0 Cubs.
Come hang out, grab some food, and catch a game on one of our 15 flat-screen TVs in a family-friendly environment. Gunty's Rock Island has a wide selection of craft beers and food options, including the best pizza in town, giant tenderloin, a great hamburger, half-pound prime rib sandwich, and a lunch buffet Monday through Friday from 11 to 1:30. You're sure to find something to satisfy your appetite. We're open 7 days a week, including delivery, so find out what you've been missing. Stop by Gunty's Rock Island or Davenport today and look for our daily specials on Facebook.
Welcome to Gunty's.
Hi, this is Travis Sherbin, General Manager of Jeff's Car Corner, reminding you to look for our logo. Jeff's Car Corner is your 6-time QC Times Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Used Car Dealership. We don't have 1,600 cars. We don't have half-off cars. What we do have is the right car for you at the right price. Low overhead, great prices, and award-winning service makes Jeff's Car Corner the perfect choice for your next vehicle. Same owner, same corner for nearly 40 years. Jeff's Car Corner at the corner of 4th and Division in Davenport.
Hawkeye Motorworks has a great way for you and your family to get outdoors. It's on a Honda Pioneer, on sale right now. See the full line of Honda Pioneers from the 500s and 700s for work or play. Or just get out there and enjoy the ride. See every model in every color, including the all-new Honda Pioneer 1000s. And be sure to ask about how they can custom build a Honda Pioneer for you just the way you want it. That's Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport.
Mad TV returns with new faces,
Peekaboo,
new characters, and all new episodes. Mad TV, new summer series Tuesdays at 9/8 Central.
How I Met Your Mother, today at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Hey, Cub fans, check out the Cubs blog on abc7.com, brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent, serving the area for 38 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side.
Great to have you with us today as the Cubs go for their 11th consecutive win. Last time they had an in-season double-digit win streak prior to this 10-gamer was a 12-game stretch, 2001. Strike on Arrieta. These two pitchers can handle the bat. Wainwright very good defensively. 1-1.
Yeah, pretty agile for a big guy. 6'7", 235.
Fouled out of play. Disney's new movie, Pete's Dragon. Discover why some secrets are too big to keep. Now playing in 3D everywhere. Right. If you watch that delivery from the windup, he takes his hands over his head really late compared to most other guys. All the way. A lot of guys, as they're making that first step back, hands are going up over their head. Let's watch, shall we? Just a little pause right There, now over.
It's like a two-part windup.
Yep.
Kind of does that little rock step, sets himself, and then goes. Pretty clean mechanics. Doesn't overthrow.
He got him on the curve, looking.
Career ERA of 3.10 and a winning percentage of 640, second best among all active pitchers, trailing only Clayton Kershaw, and that pitch does hang on to the inside corner. Strikeout number 2 for Wainwright.
Caesar got clipped by an off-speed pitch.
Yeah, it looked like he dropped his arm angle a little bit there. I don't know if it was intentional or not, trying to just create a little different look. Had to throw a cut fastball and grazes that front arm of Caesar. So if you're trying to make the claim that that was retribution for Holiday, no. Again, Wainwright, a big right-hander. Typically, those guys are easy to run on. He has not been easy to steal against.
There's a gapper for Bryant. Caesar will head home. Relay throw. 3-0. 2 innings, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs for Chris Bryant.
Fourth 2-base hit for the Cubs already this afternoon. Another ringing double off the bat of Chris Bryant. Caesar head down, chugging hard, gets the green light from Gary Jones. It's like Garcia with a relay. Boy, he didn't get much on that throw at all.
He didn't.
Maybe a little bit of a wet ball. All the rain we had earlier.
Caesar and Bryant have combined for 3 doubles. They've been on all 4 times. They've scored all 3 runs. Here's Rizzo. He walked in the first. Already 3-0. The last exit velocity off the bat of Chris Bryant, brought to you by Toyota, 104 miles an hour. That's like an Aroldis Chapman fastball.
Yeah, I was thinking that was a 101. I'm a little surprised.
Popped up by Rizzo. It'll be Jerko to make the catch.
The exit velocity on that one wasn't very much at all.
No.
Probably like 47.
Soler.
So Wainwright, we've talked a fair bit about his success in this ballpark. His last 4 starts here, prior to this one, a 101 ERA, and he'd won them all.
ERA has felt like 104.
Yeah. I think that number was due for a little regression. You know, that's what we're seeing here today. And the big right-hander. Boy, he had a month of July with 3-0 with an ERA in the 1s. Got off to a slow start.
Into center and a base hit. Bryant will score, and it's 4-0. Chris now with 88 runs, leading the lead.
Soler stays back on that breaking ball. It's a good pitch. Down below the knees. Doesn't hit it all that hard off the end of the bat, but he's so strong. Muscle that ball off the end of the barrel, down near the hands. Push it out over the infield. Pretty aggressive pitch by Wainwright for a guy who's already given up 4 runs. I mean, right down Broadway there to Russell. I guess I should say right down Addison. Of course, a lot of the good work that Wainwright has done here over the years was against some teams that weren't all that dynamic. It's a different story now.
Yep. Is there a way to do what a guy's done against an opposing team? Take the collective at-bats the guys in that lineup have had against that pitcher and then do a simulation of a game and say he would have been 5-3 with a 286 against this current lineup.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a program you could do that with.
That has more meaning than what he's done in his career against the Cubs.
Or you just get an old Stratomatic game and you put that lineup in there and you start playing. You could have a Stratomatic marathon and draw your own conclusions.
Action time. Soler runs. Ball 4. Boy, this has short start written all over it. But you know Mike Matheny's going to give Wainwright as much time as possible to figure it out today. He's in 50 pitches. Probably the one guy in his rotation he would give a little extra length to.
Yeah, I think he. And we've seen it from Wainwright in the past. Struggle early, then settle in, pitch a competitive ball game.
Contreras, deep left center, gone. That's a 3-run homer.
Talk about some serious damage by the Cub hitters here today. 5th extra base hit, 4 two-baggers, and then a long one for Contreras.
7-0.
Down and through. There's your Toyota home run replay, number 7 for Contreras. Now, instead of giving Wainwright an opportunity to hang in there, does Mike Matheny's thinking be, hey, big guy, I need you just to suck up some innings for us so I can save a couple arms in that bullpen.
1-1 on Montero. Three doubles in the first. Double single homer here in the second. The 1-2 off the outside corner. The ground to the second baseman. Wong will flip to Carpenter, and that'll end the inning. The Cubs score 5 times. 3 on this big swing by the rookie Contreras. 7-0 after 2.
Football is back. It's time for Packers preseason. The The Packers take on first-round draft pick Corey Coleman and the Cleveland Browns at Lambeau. Tonight on Local 4.
It's all right here.
Packers, Browns. Tonight, coverage begins at 6:30 on Local 4.
Reynolds Ford.
Home of the Dealmakers for 86 years.
Reynolds Ford has been a proud sponsor of the John Deere Classic for 20 years. On your way to the Classic, come by and check out the best selection of Ford inventory in the Quad Cities. Test drive any of our certified pre-owned vehicles and receive a complimentary sleeve of golf balls. Reynolds Ford and the John Deere Classic, providing the very best of the Quad Cities.
ReynoldsFord.com.
Home of the Dealmakers.
The best part of summer is taking my family to Modern Woodland Park. My mom coaches baseball, and when she gets tired, I'll let her ride cool rides, like the spinning bumper cars and the new swinging pirate ship. I love the Ferris wheel, and my brother Kate loves the drop and twist, and the new game room.
But Dylan, what about Daddy?
You can come too, Daddy, but there's no ties in baseball.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
This summer, Supergirl is soaring to the CW.
I was sent to protect Earth.
Catch the entire first season with back-to-back episodes Mondays on the CW.
I love it. Really?
Get up to speed before the Season 2 premiere October 10th.
Absolutely.
Supergirl. Back-to-back episodes Mondays at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Matter of Fact with Fernando Espuelas, Sunday at 12:30 on the Quad Cities CW. A bold pairing of whiskey and barbecue. New 80-proof wings at Famous Dave's.
All Cubs early on, 7-0. On Fedora Day. Arrieta to Wainwright.
Cubs 7-1 all time on Fedora Day. You can look it up.
I'll trust your
Baseball Reference frivolities section.
Research.
The starting pitchers are just, they get the schedule at the start of the year and all the promotions, and they all point towards Fedora Day.
Seth Maness is up in the Cardinal bullpen, so Wainwright takes the at-bat. Doesn't mean he will continue pitching.
Bullpen coaches Blaze Hillsley spent a little time with the Cubs. The old left-hander.
A couple of small hits with his group, the Illsley brothers. Quite as popular as the Isley brothers. 3-2.
VH1 behind the music.
Second time he's allowed at least 5 runs in 1 inning against the Cubs. And that's the Cardinals' first hit. It'll be a broken bat. Double. I was not going to say double until the play was over. Contreras hopping around out there. He almost got him.
Yeah, it's a cracked bat. Good AB by Wainwright, though. He's chugging hard. He knows Contreras has got a big arm out there.
Wow, they made it close.
Yeah.
He just got in.
See, that's all Wainwright does is get extra base hits. He doesn't have a single this year. It's his 5th double. He has a triple and a couple of home runs. That, my friends, is a baseball oddity.
30th career double for Wainwright.
Jason Stark will be all over that. I'm sure he already has been. Fine play, young man. It's a good-looking dude there. Bald head, the glasses, facial hair. That's a quality look right there. Just need to give him a fedora.
One and one on Carpenter, second in the league in OPS.
Yeah, and if the Cardinals aren't down by a touchdown here, you know, Carpenter might be happy with a moving man over to third base in this situation. But obviously, down 7, he's not thinking in those terms at all. He's thinking about driving this run in, or at least working his way on base.
Popped into left. Contreras is in. That's out number 1. Today's father-son moment is brought to you by Sport Clips Haircuts. It's good to be a guy with over 85 Chicagoland locations. Find yours at sportclips.com. Scotty. Swing and a miss. So that double by Wainwright, the 260th extra base hit surrendered by Cubs pitching. That is the fewest extra base hits allowed by any staff in baseball. Arrieta trying to keep the Cubs starting rotation streak of 9 consecutive quality starts intact, get it to 10. There's no.
Well, how they had one earlier this year, but 20-some, did they not?
Yeah, there's no coincidence that this quality start streak has coincided with the winning streak. Cubs starters ERA 1.24 over their last 9. Keller Graduate School of Management statistic since the All-Star break. Look at those earned run averages. And kudos to John Lackey. He has been up twice in extra innings. And just about getting into a couple of those games here at Wrigley Field during this winning streak. And then the Cubs would win the game before that came to pass. So taking one for the team. As Rizzo makes the catch, Piscotty is out.
Well, and the only bad one they've had, right, was the Brian Mattis when he came up from AAA to make that start against the Mariners.
That was that Sunday night. John did get loose. Last night he was out there for a while playing catch in extras. Moss with 2 outs. Wainwright still at second. Swing and a miss. And a curve.
Moss hit a long home run here last night. His 19th. First one he's hit off a left-handed pitcher all year. He got John Lester.
One and one. Left center, it's Caesar still going back, and he's got it right in front of the 368 sign. And that ends the inning. 7-0 Cubs in the third.
You really feel like when you walk through the door that everything that's going on in the outside world that's bugging you, you can just leave it behind when you're here.
It gives us the opportunity to reconnect with each other. We're away from children. We're away from everyday stresses of life. Gives us a chance to have like a mini resort somewhere close. I was blown away. It was incredible. It was amazing. This is the perfect getaway.
Discover special offers at Sybaris.com.
There's never been a better time to eliminate or reduce your need for glasses or contacts. Eye Surgeons Associates is offering $1,300 off LASIK with 18-month special financing on purchases of $1,000 or more with a CARE credit card subject to credit approval until August 31st. Eye Surgeons offers the most advanced laser vision correction options for astigmatism, near and farsightedness. Schedule your free consultation today. Call 563-323-9999. Eye Surgeons Associates, providing your best vision for life.
Raise! 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 Raise!
The Chicago Cubs are on the Quad Cities CW. The NL Central Showdown continues at Wrigley Field as the Cubs try to extend their lead against their division rival St. Louis Cardinals. Saturday at 1, exclusively on the Quad Cities CW.
Hey fans, when you think mortgage in Chicago, think eClick Lending. Whether looking to purchase or refi, never pay lender fees at eClick Lending. With rates currently hovering at all-time lows, now is the time. Head to eClickLending.com and lock in your low rate today. eClick Lending. Point, click, save. And his pitching change, and it's an early one, brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time. Seth Maness in for Adam Wainwright.
Maness 2-2, 323 on for the 28th time. Sinker baller gets a lot of those.
As on the ground to Garcia. 6-3 on the putout. Did not like that call at all.
Jake the hitter.
And a base hit. Yeah, no big deal.
Yeah, he likes to play the whole game. You know, most pitchers with a 7-0 lead wouldn't bother getting in the grill of a home plate umpire, but he's like, hey man.
Wainwright 2 innings start, tying his shortest career start.
Yeah, even when he's not at his best, he usually finds a way to battle through it. And as we mentioned earlier, pitch a competitive game, but he was over the middle of the plate a lot, and the Cubs jumped all over him.
Holiday dealing with that thumb injury. Chatting with Tommy Pham. And some mechanics. I'm a big Matt Holliday fan. I know Matt over the years, just chatting around the clubhouse and batting cage. He's a really smart player. He's been criticized in the past for some questionable slides at second base, but he plays like a football player. He's a
plays hard.
Really good hitter. He's had some excellent years. Literally and figuratively a tough break last night. 2 outs in the inning. Here's Bryant.
Bryant had a game in Cincinnati earlier this year, you may recall. 3 home runs, 2 doubles. Something that had never been done before. He's got the 2 doubles out of the way already. And this will be working down below the knees with that sinker. Sinker change, slider.
The other 2-inning start for Adam Wainwright was at home against the Reds, August 28th, 2013. Gave up 9 in a 10-0 loss. Smiling in the graphic, but I don't think he's real happy at the moment.
Yeah, we have to get different pictures to reflect the performance. See if we on photo day now around Major League Baseball, we can get guys to smile, and then, you know what, act like you just gave it up. Give us you just gave up 9 runs in 2 innings look.
Give us some options here.
Yeah.
Angry at the world. Now you're sad.
Work with me.
Now you're baffled.
I'm not sure, but I think we just got a weather report from Gary Pressey on the organ. Just a quick little, I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Oh, that's good. As long as the rain is gone for a couple more innings, get this thing to an official game status. Makes an out for the first time in his 3 at-bats today. Cubs lead 7-0 after 3.
TMI does it all. The trusted company to call for your appliance repair and plumbing needs. Guaranteeing satisfaction with fast, friendly service on time, all of the time.
Pointing you in the right direction.
And here we have 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola. I'm going to swirl it. I'm going to smell it. And I'm just going to take one small sip.
Kind of seemed like more than a sip.
Yeah, let me show you. Refined.
1893, made with cola nut extract and real sugar. Boldly blended colas.
I'm gonna tell Patty that I'm the Flash.
You'll soon find out who you care for. He'll take them from you.
The Flash, this Tuesday at 8/7 Central.
Watch This Week in Iowa, Sunday at 11:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
The problem is the DSL.
No, it's the satellite.
I really think it's the DSL.
I'm telling you, the problem is the stupid dish.
I'm calling the DSL company.
Call the satellite people next.
Want to know the real problem? They don't work together. Switch today and experience the all-in-one power of Mediacom. With advanced features of TiVo DVR and the fastest in-home Wi-Fi. Extreme all-in-one bundles start as low as $29.99 per service a month for a year. Call 800-SIMPLIFY for details.
TMI does it all. The trusted company to call for your air conditioning and plumbing repair and replacement needs. With fast, friendly service on time, all the time.
Pointing you in the right direction.
Today's 4th inning is brought to you by 4 Winds Casinos. Escape the everyday.
This Sunday, Cubs play the Cardinals. It's a night game, 7:05 first pitch, and up to the first 5,000 kids at the ballpark will receive a Clark hat, pictured there, presented by Velveeta. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com.
Cubs failed to score in the 3rd inning, but they did not fail to score in the first 2 innings. 7 runs combined. And they've got a comfortable lead at the moment. The Milwaukee Brewers yesterday against the Braves pulled off a rarity. They scored in all 8 innings in which they batted in an 11-3 victory. So scoring in every inning of a 9-inning game, that is more rare than a perfect game. In modern Major League history, that has happened 19 times. There have been 21 perfect games since 1900. You see David Dahl, rookie outfielder for the Rockies, off to a great start. We'll see the Rocks in Denver next weekend.
Quite an accomplishment for that young man. I'm not even going to put the qualifier on it that he plays his home games at Coors Field.
Career-long on-base streak for Molina. 24 games, hitting .379 during the streak. He had 3 hits last night. 10th time in his career against the Cubs he's had at least 3 hits.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Mike Matheny get him out of this game at some point. Still just the 4th inning. Matheny probably feels like he's got a chance to come back in this one. They lean heavily on the veteran Molina. Catches almost every day. Long hot night last night. Back in there for the day game today.
He's caught more innings than any catcher in baseball this year. 869 up to date.
Cub fans, for everything that's local to you, watch Eyewitness News at 10. Join Alan Krzyzewski, Kathy Brock, Cheryl Burton, Mark Giangreco, and now meteorologist Cheryl Scott. Weeknights at 10, only on ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Arrieta's 1-2. Punched foul out of play off to the right. Nice work by Jim Rose on our pregame show. And we're back with you tomorrow afternoon here on ABC 7 for Game 3.
Well, the theory is that the more hitters see a pitcher, the more likely they are to figure them out and have success against them.
Swing and a miss.
That was funky.
Strike 3.
I'm looking at some numbers on Arrieta versus the teams in the Central. The teams he faces, way more than other teams. That's a changeup. That's a bad pitch, good result for Jake. What Shane Reynolds used to call the elephant butt changeup, high and stinky. He got away with it.
Who called it that?
Shane Reynolds.
That's a good call. It's wow. Yeah.
It's kind of gross,
very
but appropriate. Yeah, from the pitcher's point of view. ERAs for Jake against teams in the Central. The Reds actually have the best, 347. Pirates 199. Cardinals 207. Milwaukee 2.31. Well, the teams that see him the most obviously have not figured him out.
One hit on the ground into left. I didn't hear anything you said after high and stinky. Let's check out the forward upcoming schedule for the Cubs. ABC 7 tomorrow. ESPN Sunday Night Baseball in 2 days. Off day Monday. And then a doubleheader, makeup doubleheader, starting at noon on Tuesday on Channel 9.
A combination of Arrieta and Montero has been easy to run against this year, but the score of this ball game kind of takes that out of play, and also the makeup of the Cardinal lineup. They don't have too many base stealers on their club. Now with Holiday gone, one less big bat in the middle of that lineup, so it's going to be tougher for this group to come back without Big Matt. The other Big Matt Adams on the DL as well.
3-0.
Garcia will take one, possibly two. They need traffic.
Took something off the sinker. 3-1. Everybody will be safe. Baez tried to surround that ball and take it to the bag by himself to turn a double play. He'll be charged with an error.
Yeah, a more cautious approach, and he makes sure he gets an out here. But he's got bigger things in mind. He's going to try to backhand, sprint to the bag, and turn two.
Here's Grichuk. And I think over the course of time, right, with more experience, he will recognize situations a little better. 7-0 lead, get an out. Joe will never take that aggressiveness away from a guy like Baez because it allows him to make all the great plays.
Yeah, but you definitely have the conversation that you just referenced. You talk about game situations, what the score is. Yeah, I mean, he is capable of making spectacular plays. And it wasn't like he was trying to be flashy there. He was just trying to be really quick and get two. But yeah, that's kind of the next level for a young player like Baez, so gifted. Okay, there are times, and let's make sure, field the ground ball first, make sure we get an out.
Have committed 2 infield errors today. Bryant in the second and Baez here in the fourth. 0-2. We'll try it again.
He had him with a ground ball rate 54%, so it's pretty high, well above league average. Couple that with the fact that he gets a lot of strikeouts. Well above average in that department too. Keeps the ball in the yard, and you can figure out why he's been so successful. Weak contact, a lot of punch outs, very little slugging. This Tuesday, that would be the 16th, Cubs Brewers 7:05, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a Joe Madden Manager of the Year bobblehead presented by Benjamin Moore. For more information and ticket availability, visit Cubs.com. Looking for a little high cheddar here.
Started with a south wind at 5 miles an hour. Right now blowing straight out from the southwest. So out towards center.
And this guy's certainly capable. Grichuk went deep last night. He's hit 13.
Called strike 3.
Great pitch. Second time Grichuk has struck out this afternoon. Let's take a look at our Xfinity pitch tracks. After changing the eye level with the high heater, he goes back to the outside edge. Locks him up.
JD, you have been scolded on Twitter. A diehard Cub fan has got the game on at work. So you're making me laugh too much. I'm gonna get caught.
Get back to work. Stop goal bricking.
I know you're wondering, when the Cubs score 7 runs, what's their record this year?
Yeah.
What would you guess?
So 7 or more.
They've scored 7 or more runs 33 times going into today.
I'm going to say they've lost twice.
They are 33-0. They score 7.
That was my first guess.
Yep. Here's your Keller Graduate School of Management League leaders. When the Cubs score 4 or more, they have the best winning percentage in baseball. It's 63-8. Most teams are going to win a lot of games when they score 4 or more. But
yeah, that's kind of the magic number. It's currently 72-41, way out in front in the Central. 5 games better than the Nationals for the best record in the National League. So that, for me, that's the race to keep an eye on. Central's pretty well locked up. To have that best overall record in the league, have home field advantage. The question would be for Joe, and he wouldn't respond to it in August. How hard would you push for that? I think he would argue that he would favor rest over pushing too hard for that.
Yeah, and I think it fits the theme of what he's done all year, in that everybody plays. You don't push the starting pitching too much, and the Cubs have still been able to win while doing that. So I don't think, he would change anything in September in that regard.
What's the latest on Rondon, by the way? Catch an update on him today?
I think he was supposed to throw today. He had indicated yesterday that he hoped to be back and available this weekend at some point. Don't know if he actually did throw before the game because of all the rain. I would have done it inside. Ball 4, and they're loaded. So with a wind blowing out, and it's 7-0, but one swing of the bat, and the Cardinals get back into this game. It'll be Jeremy Hazelbaker off the bench.
Yeah, he's been good in the pinch for them. We talked about all the success they've had in the pinch this year. Hazelbaker, 5 out of 17. Check that, 8 out of 24.
And if you're Mike Matheny, there's no sense in saving your guys on the bench at this point. It's the 4th inning, but if they have any prayer of getting back in this game, it might be right here.
Yeah, and 3 pinch hit home runs for Hazelbaker this year. Matheny thought that ball was down. He's barking at Chris Conroy. Kind of self-inflicted here, the error by Baez, the walk issued to Wong.
Left field, Contreras. Almost got over his head. But he made the catch, and the Cubs still lead 7-0 in the 4th.
My name is Waymanita Leandra Hillman, and I had a laparoscopic assisted hysterectomy. I had the hardest time finding a gynecologist, I just won't go to anyone. I found Dr. Marshall to be very nice, very sweet. I was referred to her by friends. The care was amazing. They take their time to listen to you. I was very comfortable with Dr. Marshall. She explained everything. People feel they have to travel just to find good health care, that's right here in our area. Everything was just wonderful.
Wow, today's the big day. I can't believe that it's finally here. From the first day we met, I knew I wanted to marry Lisa. She's amazing in every way. I had to find the ring that matched her beauty, and I knew I would only find it at Necker's. The diamond and setting they helped me pick out is perfect. Now, all I have to do is pop the question. She said yes. She loves the ring, and it's all because I went to Necker's. Necker's Jewelers in Davenport and DeWitt. Give to the one you love.
When you're looking for a used car, check out Weber Auto Group. We offer all makes and models with over 100 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. All vehicles are inspected and offer the Weber warranty. Plus, we have financing you can afford. We don't just sell you a car. We're here to help you maintain it with our knowledgeable service department. From oil changes, brakes, tires, and more, we can help you keep your car running like new. If you're looking for a used car, we got your baby. Check us out online or stop by Weber Auto Group in Silvis today.
This season brings you all the action of Vikings preseason football. Join us as the Minnesota Vikings take on the Cincinnati Bengals tonight at 6:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Today's Cubs historic moment is brought to you by State Farm. Last year, Anthony Rizzo became a part of bobblehead history, going onto the tarp and then into the stands to make a catch against Milwaukee. Because he knew that that moment would be made into a bobblehead.
That's exactly what he was thinking after the play.
His next bobblehead will not have a Cubs C on it.
This is bobblehead worthy.
A bases loaded walk like he did last night. Jonathan Broxton in the game.
Fourth inning, third pitcher for St. Louis.
This pitching change brought to you by Lakeside Bank. Lakeside Bank, it's about time.
Broxton spent time last year, split time between the Brewers and the Cardinals. He was with the Reds prior to that, so he's making his way around the NL Central. 3-2, 475 on for the 48th time. Came up with the Dodgers. Also spent time with Kansas City. Cardinals have him throwing his changeup more. Or two-seam fastballs. First came up, he was a four-seam fastball slider pitcher. There's a good slider.
So Molina is out. Alberto Rosario now catching. Is hit on the ground. The second baseman Wong.
Okay, time to get out your pens and paper. It's quiz time.
Okay.
It's long form. We're going to give you some time to work on this at home, and you're going to need to write this down. And the category is MVP award winners.
Okay.
There have been 11 MVPs in Major League Baseball whose last name ends with S-O-N. 11 of them.
11 ending in S-O-N.
S-O-N. This is pass fail. If you get 7, it's a pass. No cheating, people. Don't be Googling this at home, people.
Did you come
I've been working at this. Yeah, I've been grinding.
AL and NL combined, 11 all time. Yep. Last name S-O-N. To end the name?
To end the name. It came to me in Oakland. There's a little bit of a hint. And they've been some ties to the A's.
How about a Bob Gibson? Is he an MVP? Okay. 2 strikes on Soler. Is there a Johnson on the list?
There is.
Is there a Jackson on the list?
There might be, yeah.
Okay.
There's a Bride. Big fella.
It's Soler.
Buxton broke in with the Dodgers way back in 05. It's a nice career.
How many Hendersons are on the list?
Might be one.
Okay. Ricky? How about a Donaldson? Sam?
Josh.
Oh, Josh. Scott chimes in. Ted Williamson?
No, but there was a Williamson Rookie of the Year. I believe it's Scott.
Yeah. How about Dawson?
How about Dawson?
We're getting there. We're getting there. S-O-N MVPs. That's what you get when the Cubs lead 7-0.
Come hang out. Grab some food and catch a game on one of our 15 flat-screen TVs in a family-friendly environment. Gunty's Rock Island has a wide selection of craft beers and food options, including the best pizza in town, giant tenderloin, a great hamburger, half-pound prime rib sandwich, and a lunch buffet Monday through Friday from 11 to 1:30. You're sure to find something to satisfy your appetite. We're open 7 days a week, including delivery, so find out what you've been missing. Stop by Gunty's Rock Island or Davenport today and look for our daily specials on Facebook.
Welcome to Gunty's. Raise! 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 Raise!
Hi, this is Travis Sherman, General Manager of Jeff's Car Corner, reminding you to look for our logo. Jeff's Car Corner is your 6-time QC Times Reader's Choice Award winner for Best Used Car Dealership. We don't have 1,600 cars. We don't have half-off cars. What we do have is the right car for you at the right price. Low overhead, great prices, and award-winning service makes Jeff's Car Corner the perfect choice for your next vehicle. Same owner, same corner for nearly 40 years. Jeff's Car Corner at the corner of 4th and Division in Davenport.
Supergirl is soaring to the CW.
Really?
Catch the entire first season with back-to-back episodes on Mondays.
I love it.
Supergirl, back-to-back Mondays at 8, 7 Central.
Famous Dave's new Jack Daniel's Barbecue Burger. Come in and try it today.
Today's fifth inning is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank. And Disney's new movie, Pete's Dragon, the adventure of an orphaned boy named Pete and his best friend Elliot, who just happens to be a dragon. Disney's Pete's Dragon, now playing in 3D everywhere.
Well, these guys were dragging when they got to the ballpark today. That movie got very good reviews in the paper this morning.
One gets away from Arrieta as we start the fifth. 7-0 Cubs. Big Cub fan named Eddie from Seattle. Who travels the world playing music. He mentioned 3 Robinsons. Are there 3 Robinsons on the list?
Yeah, well done, Eddie.
Yes. Jackie, Brooks, Frank.
Correct, sir.
Good call. How about Kirk Gibson?
Correct, sir.
So was it Bob and Kirk?
Bob and Kirk.
Okay. So how many we have?
I think you've got all but 2.
Wow. That's a strike. 2-1.
You got your Jackson, your Johnson, your Robinsons, your Donaldson. They're down to 1.
So the pass fail, we passed.
Oh, yeah, definitely passed.
All right.
One more. Let's
Is
roll
the
it out.
last name a common name?
No.
Johnson, Jackson,
no,
Gibson, Robinson. All right.
That was well done. I'll show you the entire list here in a minute.
Okay.
After this battle of horned frogs. There it is. Donaldson, Henderson, Gibson, Dawson, Munson was the one.
Thurman
Munson.
Very nice.
If I were Alex Trebek, I would say something condescending like, "Ooh, no, you missed Thurman. How could you have missed Thurman Munson?" So sorry.
Now I said Johnson, but I did not say Walter. kind of cheated a little bit on that. It was more of a is there? Rizzo to Arrieta, and he has still kept his college teammate hitless in the regular season. It's fair to point out he had a hit against him in the playoffs last year, but 0 for 21 all time in the regular season. Carpenter going, man, what do I got to do? Here's Piscotty.
In the early days, I think the MVP award as it now exists began in like 1931. There was the Chalmers Award for a handful of years. That was from the Chalmers Automobile Company. And then there was something called the League Award.
Okay.
And that award, you were only eligible to win it if you had never won it before. That's why in the history of this great game, Babe Ruth only has one MVP award because that was during his era. He probably would have won 5 or 6 of them.
That is a great trivia question.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
Jackie Jensen won the MVP, but he was an SEN.
A tweeter brings up a really good one. A guy who never won an MVP. He is a Hall of Famer. High in the air to center and gone. Piscotty goes yard. Number 16. And they are on the board.
Well, timing is everything. Had somebody done that last inning with all that traffic, it's a different ball game. Relatively harmless solo home run here for Piscotty. But the Cardinals do break through. Fastball, middle in, thigh high.
Just low and out of the zone.
I think he called it. Hence the debate.
He did?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right, you ready for this? So, Hack Wilson was a Hall of Famer. He never won an MVP. All right. What does this tell you about the era in which he played? This 1930. Right? And hang on a second. I'm going to find 1930 in the voting. 1930. 155 games. He had 356, 56 homers, 191 RBIs. Slugged .723. In the air and foul. How can you not win?
Who won?
Rogers Hornsby, his teammate. That year, Hornsby let's see. We have 42 games here. 308 average. What's going on? Oh, that was 1929. Maybe they didn't give it out in 30. Yeah, 1930.
It might have been because, like I said, 31 was the first year that the modern MVP award.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, 1930 would have been the year, right? You would win it. Right, so they skipped a year, 29 to 30. 2 down.
That's kind of bogus. Can't we go back and award MVPs for those missing years for guys who were at the top of their game?
So it was 29, Rogers Hornsby.
Max Wilson had
380 that year.
He had 8.4 offensive wins above replacement that year, trailing Ruth and Gehrig in Major League Baseball, tops in the National League.
Yeah, so he would have, I think, been the MVP that year. They handed out that award. Okay, that's good to know. Rosario grounds to Russell to end the inning. Piscotty's homer gets the Cardinals on the board, but they still trail the Cubs by 6 in the 5th.
The hardest working athletes are at the summer games, but the hardest working trucks are right here at Courtesy Ford. Get gold medal savings today. We're the guys who know what truck guys want, and we'll do the deals other guys won't. Find the newest Ford trucks and commercial vehicles, as well as hundreds of pre-owned. Right now, save $11,000 off this F-150 at Courtesy Ford. The gold medal savings are happening now at Courtesy Ford, 5 minutes west of the Centennial Bridge on West River Drive in Davenport.
Sometimes in life, you wish you had a refresh button, an opportunity to have a fresh start. Here at Crosspoint Baptist Church, we are committed to helping you discover your new beginning in Christ. Sunday service begins at 11, but please feel welcome to come early and get to know us. Kids are welcome and can join others in the Crosspoint Kids Ministry Room or in the nursery. If you're ready for a fresh start, join us at Crosspoint Baptist Church, Sunday at 11, inside Hotel Davenport.
At Entertainment Expressions, we'll help you customize your home audio and video so it's a perfect fit for you and your family. You'll go from just watching TV to feeling like you're a part of it. With a Dolby Atmos and DTSX surround sound system from Entertainment Expressions, these new audio formats sound so lifelike, you'll feel like you're in the movie.
Entertainment Expressions, great services, our obsession. From your favorite electronics mid-box store.
We are your home theater
and commercial
audio video experts.
The Chicago Cubs are on the Quad Cities CW. The NL Central Showdown continues at Wrigley Field as the Cubs try to extend their lead against their division rival St. Louis Cardinals. Saturday at 1, exclusively on the Quad Cities CW.
Let's check out the Toyota home run cam. Wilson Contreras. 3-run homer. That made it 7-0.
Talked about how good Wainwright was at keeping the ball in the ballpark, but Contreras with a mighty swing of the bat.
Well, maybe one day Will's son, first name S-O-N, will win an MVP as he takes a strike from Broxton.
Home run, the second one for Contreras. On this homestand, he got Weaver of the Angels the other night. It's been a while since he'd gone deep prior to that one.
So he will be at Coors Field. And Pearl Jam plays here at Wrigley. We're going to miss the big show here.